Right, Caleb?
Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. He says, yeah. He doesn't even know what I'm talking about.
What adventure give you?
Time machine.
What adventure give
He
you?
gave me a time machine. You're correct, Nick. Yes. So we're going to start the session over.
On a $10 horse and a $40 saddle, I make my living by punching cattle. Come a tie, yippee yippee yay. Come a tie, yippee yippee yay. Come a tie, yippee yippee yay.
Harrison lifts back his duster, and there's just a bunch of syringes in there of different colors. He goes to one, and then hesitates.
No, it's the other one.
Is it the red one or the yellow one?
It's a fucking.
Listen, I'm just going to poke
shit.
one of these in here, okay?
Okay, I'm
Just hope
not
for the
going to
best.
look.
So I've got the healing spell. As a mad scientist, it takes the form of one of these syringes, I think, that I plunge into your stomach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm going to make a mad science roll here.
Did you like my stomach squelch?
it was good.
Yeah, that was really good. You've been practicing, I can
Yeah.
tell.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to heal one of your wounds, 2 with a raise, I believe. Well, no raise, buddy, but
That's all right.
you are
I'm back
healed.
up.
So this goop goes into your chest, and we see like part of your stomach like puff out, and it puffs out a bit too much, like a spider bite or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And Cooper, I'm gonna give you 2 bennies here, which I would describe as pity bennies.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Yeah. Do you want to do this again, Alex?
All right, if we're out of combat, yeah, I'm just going to try and make another mad science roll for this healing.
Great. Another syringe.
Take out another
produced.
syringe. That one seemed to work. Grab one that's the same color.
And you still haven't responded to Abe Lincoln, right?
What did he say?
You said, how's
Oh,
Cooper
how's he
doing?
doing?
That's Cooper.
Well, he's going to live, sir. He's going to be just fine. And then I lift up another syringe in the moonlight and jam it in there. My 8 blew up twice, so that's 2 more
Wow,
wounds.
nice,
Yeah,
man.
he's back up completely.
Nice.
I think it just cuts to him standing up from behind the bush, all covered in his own blood. He spits a bunch of his blood out of his mouth again, takes a swig out of his pocket, looks down at like the fresh, nasty pink scars all across his chest. Damn, that was fucked up.
I thought you were a dead man, Cooper.
I thought I was a dead man too. I thought I thought it was a fucking Connie got me.
That was cool as shit, though.
Did it look cool? It didn't fucking feel
It
very
looked,
cool.
well, if you're the lion, it looked cool.
Not anymore.
Abe Lincoln is standing by the fire, just holding the ringleader by the neck up off of the ground with one hand. And it's like, no, it's okay. I'll wait.
I'm gonna die soon.
Oh, what is going on over here?
Oh, I'm gonna die real quick.
You're right. You are going to die. Where is Bethany?
It was Bethany. Do you have like a picture or something?
You took her. Give her back.
Right. I don't know. Do you have what is Bethany? I don't know.
Abe turns away from the other two and pulls his sunglasses off and looks at the guy and holds him real close.
Yeah.
He says, I'm the former president of the United States.
Holy shit. Oh shit.
Don't fuck with me.
That's right.
I won't, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't know who you were. We've got a few acquisitions recently, but check our cages. If we don't have who you're looking for, we must have sold her. But I know who we sold her to, if that is the case.
Mr. Lincoln, no judgment here at all. Bethany is a person, correct?
I think Bethany's a dog. I definitely think that Bethany is a dog.
I don't see why that's important. And he throws the guy backwards into one of the cage bars.
Oh,
Well, just for the mission, we got to know what we're looking for here.
Sure.
That's all.
any of our recent acquisitions, we sold to the magical minstrel marvels of Dr. Trelawney Huxley. He's like a performing freak nearby. He's like a mentalist or whatever.
So you guys just go out there, you steal people's fucking pets from them?
If Bethany's who I think she was more than a pet.
Is it like a dog or...
Cooper at this point is just up at that baboon cage, He's got his hands on the bars, and he's just looking into the cage, trying to get the baboon to come over to him.
How many baboons do you have on hand, sir?
Abe puts his sunglasses back on.
That one back there is dead.
We got one good baboon. We're gonna be taking this baboon. Do you have any guidebooks on baboon care?
Agent Harrison,
Oh,
shoot this man.
but wait for him to give us the guidebook, please, Mr. Lincoln. I really want this.
We don't have guidebooks. We just kind of capture them and give them food or whatever.
Well, in that case, I have no reason to keep you alive.
We cut to the baboon covered in blood, and he's just screaming in joy at the man's death.
Yeah, bouncing up and down.
Yeah, he's real happy about it.
Well, Cooper, let's get this baboon loaded up.
Sure.
Yeah. It sounds like we're gonna have to go track down this magician.
The mule pulls up, popping and whizzing, to this huge lit sign outside of this massive circus. The theme is all black, red, and gold. Dr. Trelawney's moving, magnificent marvels of mind magic. There's like a parking lot that like some teenager is like pulling you into a parking spot, which I assume you follow. It takes way too long. It takes like 20 minutes. Cooper does not tip him as you guys get out of the wagon. There's a lot of people here. Many people are excited, like a dumb kid runs into Abraham Lincoln and looks up and then runs away scared at your sunglasses, Lots of people with cotton candy. There's some funnel cake people, a bunch of normal-ass circus bullshit, you guys. How do y'all want to look for Bethany? What do you think?
It would be a lot more helpful to the mission if we knew what Bethany looked like, Mr. Lincoln.
Who's in charge here? Me or you? Find Bethany.
You, of course. That was never a
You're
question.
not in charge of me, you fucking tall bitch.
He is.
No, he's fucking not.
He is. He's a
Not my
senior
president.
agent. He's an agent.
I didn't fucking vote for you.
You're in the agency, Cooper. He's a senior agent.
Fucking.
That's the way this works, Cooper.
I didn't fucking sign any papers.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
You absolutely did. There's a whole mountain of paperwork you had to sign to become an agent. And you're German. That probably took a whole other list.
Then maybe I didn't.
You're not even a U.S. citizen.
Wow, you shut your fucking mouth.
Actually, that's a common misconception. It's less paperwork if you're German, which is
Oh.
weird subsection of the agency structure.
See, he
Thank
knows
you,
that.
Mr. President.
He knows that
Hey.
because he's a senior agent, and he's in charge of you. And you have to listen to what he says.
Well, he's not saying shit, is he?
Let him pout like a little kid. It's fine. We are at the circus.
Anyways, Mr. Lincoln, what should I be keeping my eyes out here for?
Something big. Bethany's a big person. I care a lot about them.
A person. A big person.
They're like people.
They're like people. This is going off the rails again. Listen, you just tell us if you see Bethany.
Look, why don't we just go backstage and see what they could have sold to this place? I don't like the idea of Bethany being kept here.
Lead the way, sir.
Like an icebreaker through a glacier, Abe wades through this crowd, shoving people out of the way with just his size.
Are you just looking for the biggest tent? What's your plan to get backstage?
My thinking is behind the tents, they usually have like the cages and the guys who like move stuff and set things up. Like I want to get back away from the crowds and to wherever the stuff that they don't want people to see is.
There's like one section that has like a fence put up, and everything else is really nice and well kept. And then you can tell it's nearing the backstage area because everything is suddenly shittier and less well maintained. There is one passageway through that sort of like does an S shape through, like an entrance into backstage, as it were. And you see some people getting past, but many people are pushed away by these two figures that are in red vests, black slacks, long black shirts, and then they've got gold ties. And both of them have no facial hair, clean cut. And they've got like that parted haircut, like someone you'd find in church 30 years ago, like something your dad or a 10-year-old would have.
Abe crosses his arms and looks at these two who are keeping the crowds away and says, "Agents, deal with these men. We must get past them." And takes a step back.
Okay. Cooper steps forward and pulls out his fucking laser pistol and starts powering it up.
Oh no.
Are you going to do something before combat?
Yeah. I'm not starting the fight yet. I was gonna let you guys stop me if you wanted to.
Do I get to do something? Though?
Yeah, do whatever you want. Yeah,
I wanna
maybe
try and-
stop Cooper.
No, I'm gonna try and fire up my propeller pack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that we see his laser pistol charge up, and it's like a little glass. It almost looks like a fuse for the barrel. Yeah.
Yeah, it almost looks like a fuse. I think the back half of it looks like just like a big revolver. It's got that curved handle, and I think it even has a hammer. And like at the end of the hammer, there's like a like one of those weird classic like space gun, like the little like copper ball on the end of a stick. You know?
Yeah.
That's what's at the end of the hammer.
Absolutely.
And then there's like a little like red or blue light in the center of like that glass fuse that just shoots out whenever he fires.
Great. Well, as that's charging up, Harrison, your like black suitcase looking thing on your back like pops open with wings essentially.
Yeah, if I'm successful at making a roll.
Okay, did you successfully roll your jetpack roll?
Yeah, I did, but I had to use a Benny to do it.
Okay, cool.
I'm fucking flying though.
Okay, cool. Well, maybe then Cooper, you hold off for a second, maybe, just so there's some hope for me as a GM. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your laser pistol fires up, and then, Harrison, you can become airborne if you want.
I think the propellers are out and they're like idle. I'm
okay.
not flying yet.
Great. Given that, I guess you want to take a shot, huh?
Well, what exactly did Abe say?
So you said take care of these guys. He's a senior agent.
I'm realizing now I need to be a lot more clear with my fellow agents about what I
you
need.
see
You say
imminent
take care of
violence.
these guys. We're killing them.
Right.
Straight up.
Whoa. Intimidate these men. You're not going to shoot them in the middle of a crowded civilian area.
But that's
Oh.
a fucking different order.
Well, I mean, of course not. We were never going to do that. We were just...
I'll fuck you. I was
This
definitely
is
going
just-
to do that.
Cooper, shut the fuck up. You shut your fucking mouth, Cooper.
Oh, you
This is
want me to
Abraham.
listen to him?
If
Now you don't want me to
if you
listen to him?
fucking embarrass me in front of Abraham Lincoln, I'm never going to forgive you, Cooper. This is just a show of force, Mr. Lincoln.
Show me that you can think without your triggers and get us backstage without bloodshed. Is that specific enough?
Is that supposed to be like an innuendo? Is that supposed to be like an innuendo?
No. Don't kill people at this juncture in front of there is a child right there.
Licking a lollipop like 1 foot away from you, like a 5-year-old kid.
Listen, I'm going to fly over there. I'm going to show these guys what I've got.
Okay, you sure? You show what you got. Go for it. I got something else too. If we
There's like a guy that obviously works for the circus that comes by that is ignoring you guys but is handing out flyers. The midnight show starts in 30 minutes. Midnight show. Big tent.
No, I'm getting a feeling. I'm getting a feeling that whatever's going on, it's a midnight show. Becky is right in the middle of it.
Bethany.
Listen, I've got orders to follow here, Cooper. Follow my lead.
Somebody gives you orders, you give me orders. He puts his pistol away with like a ooh.
How far away are they?
Probably like 30 feet
So Harrison flies
towards him.
through the air
Yeah.
30 feet as he's coming down. Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, what the hell are you wearing?
Oh, this is one of the newest state-of-the-art infernal devices.
Oh my god. You like part of one of the acts or something?
Could be, if you play your cards right. This is my partner, Cooper, the Electric Man.
Oh, I'm the electric man, baby.
He can withstand any shock.
Is that right?
That's right. And we have an act. We would like to show whoever's in charge here and perhaps get hired here at this circus.
I mean, you do look pretty impressive.
This is just the beginning. We have several more tricks.
He like looks behind you and then looks to you guys, straightens his hair with both of his hands. Make a persuasion roll.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's persuasion, right?
That is exactly a success with a 4.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could come talk to the talent scout or whatever.
Sounds great. Can we do that now, or do we have to set up a meeting?
He scratches his head.
No, we can go now. I mean, you might have to wait a little bit, but yeah, I guess come on.
Oh, and that tall guy, he's with us too. The one with the sunglasses.
What's his act?
He's just our manager.
If he's our manager, why didn't he talk to us instead of you guys, though?
Somebody cut out his tongue.
Well, he's your manager, but can he talk still, though?
He can write. What, do you have something against people who can't talk? Are you racist?
No, dude. I don't. Yeah.
Cooper, let's
I'm
Take
sorry.
it down a notch here,
I'm
buddy.
sorry. All of these shocks to my
It's
brain.
the shocks to the brain.
I guess that's the price you pay
He
for
doesn't
being
even have his tongue cut out. He doesn't even have his tongue cut out. That's not even true.
Your manager doesn't?
Oh, no. It's perfectly functional.
Well, can I talk to him then?
He's not even our manager. He's he's part of the act. He's part of the act.
Well, then I'll repeat my question. Like, what's his part in like the threesome?
World's strongest axe. World's strongest axe.
He is the world's strongest axe.
You got a big axe back there, buddy? Like a strong axe?
Abe walks over, looks at Harrison and Cooper.
Mission accomplished, sir.
At least no one's dead. I'm a strong axe, am I? He just picks the guy up by his collar and holds him up with one hand.
I haven't been. This reminds me of my dad, to be honest. I
don't like that. That's dark.
No, it's like a fun thing he used to do. Oh,
And he like, gets put back down.
oh.
Abe drops him and like wipes his hands off on his duster.
Pretty impressive, huh?
You're kind of like the world's smelliest man, too, aren't you, big guy?
Well, that was just rude.
Oh, well. Oh, I thought that was like part of the act because it's like a really strong stench, like a dead guy.
Cooper, give me that flask.
Cooper pouts and then hands him the flask.
Abe takes a deep sip and hands it back. I'm a recovering alcoholic.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Yeah, 2 years. Stay strong, brother. Okay, let's go.
He takes you into the back. You guys go into the back area and you desperately start looking for Bethany, but none of the cages back here are like big enough. They're all like big enough for like dogs or like cats or like no baboons. No baboons, sadly. As Harrison looks around for baboons, none of those. Everything back here is not as fancy and shiny as the stuff out front. Like all of that is like gold leaf and bright reds and polished and varnished to shines with like the standing tent poles. But everything back here is very worn and faded, as if the circus itself were similar to the axe, like the front simply a false facsimile of a wondrous age that does not exist. As you start to go through the back, if you keep following this guy, I think he's going to take you to like a small office tent, almost like somewhere they just sort of set up acts, or maybe it's more like a locker room tent. Like he takes you in and you see a bunch of different acts that are like either changing or getting ready for their acts, or they just finished and they're celebrating, that sort of thing, you know?
You've got quite an impressive menagerie of animals here, friend. I'm quite into animals myself, not in a weird way.
Yeah, I'm not either.
But
And he winks.
there's some exotic creatures here. Do you have anything else?
Oh, did you hear?
No.
You didn't hear about the big act Trelawney just booked?
No.
Well, it's going down here pretty soon, like in the big tent. I mean, we have to wait for Trelawney to finish because he's going to be like the guy that talks to you. So we can sneak back there and look if you wanted.
That would be amazing, friend.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I didn't even know things like that were real, you know?
Well, you've really got my attention now.
And it's at that your ears perk up, Abe. And you think that might indeed be Bethany.
He's glowering under the brim of his hat. He looks upset at the idea that Bethany could be somewhere as tawdry as this.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's just go because I kind of want to see it too. And maybe if you guys could just like go along with it and be like say I brought you to talk to Trelawney or something.
Sure.
Sure, isn't that exactly what we're doing?
Is there any popcorn around here?
Oh,
Whoa.
you have any Chicago-style popcorn? That's the stuff with the cheese and the caramel?
Oh, dude, we got all kinds of popcorn. We got
Oh, shit.
Well, let's grab some popcorn and go
This
see
night
this.
is fucking turning around.
Yeah, we got some sights to see here. Let's go take a look.
Popcorn in hand, you come into the back entrance of the big tent. It's huge. It's like 100 feet tall, just a massive pole that has to be pulled up by elephants holding up the rest of the black and red canvas. Every time a color changes in the tent, there's a stripe of metallic gold that runs down it, some sort of golden thread woven into it. Ghost rock lights burn up above you guys, and I think their scream is covered by a light music being played. I think there's a full band here, including like a saloon piano that's playing automatically while the rest of the band does their thing. Violins and maybe even a few cellos playing. He brings you in and he goes,
Yeah, let's go sit up front. There's like a reserved section we can go to.
Oh, we get front row seats too?
Yeah.
What's your name? I fucking love you.
Brendan?
Brendan?
Yeah, Brendan Jaden.
Oh my goodness, Brendan.
Brendan Jaden.
Yeah, it's a good name.
That's a great name. I would
Thank you.
love to buy you a drink.
there's a shot of the seats lined up and then you sitting on top of the names they've been reserved for. There's a ton of people in this tent, y'all. Like, I don't know, 1,000 people, 1,001 people,
Innocent people.
innocent people.
Damn.
Alex, do we think it's a center thing or do we think it's like a stage, you know?
I was picturing a center.
Cool.
I was picturing the classic circus setup, dirt floor with
Yeah.
all this seating around it.
Okay,
You know, the
cool.
ring.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, yeah, it's a ring set up. And then, Nick, what's the current show that's going on? It's like the warm-up comedian for the circus. You know what I mean?
It's a clown with infernal device arms, and the
Oh.
bit is that he pulls the arms off and they like change shapes and he attaches them to other joints and makes them do weird things. So it's
yeah.
like people are laughing, but it's also really off-putting at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah, he gets on his screaming stilts and, like, goes through an obstacle course. Yeah, that's
Why
good.
did you describe that? We're going to have to fight this guy now.
Hey, I'm fine. I've got like 11 toughness. That's y'all's problem.
Screaming stilts.
And he's got stilts.
Yeah.
It's like your jetpack, but more reliable.
He does like some cartwheels where he like jumps up from the cartwheel like several feet in the air. Many people clap, and there's a lot of kids in here. I want to make that clear.
Innocent kids. yeah.
Innocent kids. Yeah, innocent kids in here.
Should be sleeping.
Well, they came to the circus. Special
Yeah,
circumstance,
yeah.
Alex.
Yeah.
You know, it's the summer.
Summer vacation.
Summer vacation.
Yeah.
They came here all the way from Idaho.
Oh
you
my
know?
God.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we are.
I guess
don't
they're
either.
not that innocent after all. Looking at you, Idaho.
This episode is Harrison and Cooper, Sins of the Fathers. It is letting people stay up.
It's pretty good.
Versus the sins of their fathers. That'd be a good title.
That would be good.
It doesn't really make sense though.
That's okay. It doesn't have to.
And then I think there's a loudspeaker that someone starts talking into.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, people, for the main event, the Midnight Circus Act, I present to you your host of the circus, Dr. Trelawney Huxley.
What's his doctorate in, you think?
Psychology, probably.
Oh, fucking psychology's a made-up science.
He's a doctor of psychology
That's
and
a
a
fucking made-up
mentalist.
Told you.
Made-up
I told you,
science.
Cooper.
It's fucking
I'm not
pseudoscience.
disagreeing
That's
with
bullshit.
you. I'm not disagreeing. With you.
Some might say it's a made-up science, but Dr. Trelawney Huxley would disagree.
I'd like to see his degree. I would love to see his degree.
After this.
His degree will His degree will be on display after this.
And his assistant currently displaying his degree for all of you to see. The lovely
Jack Nicholson.
Can we get Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, it's just Jack
Cameo?
Nicholson. Yeah.
He just says, look at this
Hey
degree.
guys, it's me, Jack Nicholson. Congratulations on your psychology degree.
$300 on that.
That'd be worth it. That'd be fucking worth it.
Dr. Trelawney Huxley will be inviting members of the audience to come down and participate in his various methods of mentalism and the occult.
And there's a couple gasps at the word occult.
And now, everyone, Dr. Trelawney Huxley.
Striding out from the backstage area, like where you guys came from, is a confident-looking man. He's wearing the same colors as the circus that surrounds you. He's got a rolled-up long-sleeve black shirt, a black vest with gold buttons, a white ascot, hair pulled back in a wavy brown ponytail. He's got one of those, like, almost pencil-thin mustaches that splits in the middle underneath the nose. And then he's got a small little kind of goatee-looking soul patch thing where it comes down from his mouth onto his chin, but just in a small line, and then he's got a small chin beard that like barely runs past his jaw. He's wearing a gold pocket watch, and holding his ascot together is a large black opal that's got like a gold ridge. Additionally, he's holding a cane, a black cane, but it's got a white skull-like appearance at the top of it, the handle, which is like the skull of a dead crow. And then on his right hand, he's got metal caps, gold caps, running to his first knuckle on each finger that then attach in chains to like his wrist and his gold watch.
Oh, you see the skull on his cane? Dead giveaway, since that's the bad guy. Dead giveaway.
What?
Oh, nothing.
It's great popcorn.
Ladies and gentle people, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Trelawney Huxley, and I'm here as your premier mentalist to carve into your minds and pull out the secrets within. Who will be the first volunteer that wants to be a psychonaut with me here at the stroke of midnight?
There's a part of me that wants to go upside just so I can prove I'm wrong, you know?
You should go.
I'll give you a Benny for going up there, Cooper.
Oh, yeah, Cooper's gonna stand up.
Oh, no, normally you just raise your hand.
Oh, yeah, but and he just steps over the ridge and walks out.
Oh, well, it looks like we already have our first volunteer.
And you can see, is he mic'd up, Cooper? How is he projecting his voice so well?
Well, it depends. Is that magic or technology?
Oh, he's definitely also a mad scientist.
I like one of those, like, this fucking ceiling mics.
Yeah, I think it's a ceiling mic, and it has
Okay.
that, like, the crazy, where they, like, take ripped up pieces of fabric and, like, wrapped it all the way up, so it's just, like, this super elaborate, like, you can't ignore it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like an old-time radio announcer's
Yeah,
microphone.
like a boxing microphone.
Great. Then
That means we have to yell, "Let's get ready to rumble" later.
Yeah. He raises up his left hand, the one without the gold accoutrements, and another mic falls down from the ceiling, lowering to you.
Well, greetings there, young lad. What's your name? Would you tell the audience for us and speak into the mic? Keep yourself about a fist away from that mic if you can.
Oh, well, my name is Special Agent Eric Henderson.
A special agent?
And he seems to be taken aback for a moment before his thespian face reforms.
Sure, I would be really impressed if you could pull one over on me. And he gives the crowd like a good smile, and it's like, he's actually a little more charismatic than we've ever seen him, I think.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you make some sort of roll to see how the crowd feels about you right away?
Well, you want me to roll persuasion? I don't have performance.
Yeah, roll persuasion. That sounds cool.
Nope.
No.
It's a 3.
Well, I think the crowd isn't immediately taken with you, but they do give you like a courteous chuckle, you know.
Well, don't get too ahead of yourself because I am the famous mind of Dr. Trelawney Huxley. Now, have you heard of me before? Is this your first time joining us here in the ring?
Oh, this is my first time in this ring, yes.
Well, it's his first time here. Give him a round of applause, won't you? Yeah, that's right.
Cooper claps for himself.
Yeah, okay, good.
Now, Henderson, I am going to reach into your mind with my powers of psycholatry. Are you prepared?
Sure.
Now open your mind to me.
Cooper is, he kind of like shakes his body out a little bit, rubs the sweat off of his palms, and like puts his hands like on his haunches and like leans forward just a little bit.
He puts his right hand on your forehead and then slowly like waves his gold fingers, tapping down on your skull one at a time. And then, like some sort of revival preacher, pulls it back and slaps you as hard as he can on the forehead. Make a spirit roll.
4.
He's got a 5. He's going to try to mind read you.
Oh shit.
he's not got you beat with a raise, and maybe you know a little bit about these people. All he's going to get off you if you don't Benny is he's just going to get like a little bit of tantalizing information. He might try again, but he's only going to get a little bit. He won't get everything about you.
Okay. I'll let him get this one.
He slaps your head, and do you stumble back or do you just take it?
I think he takes it.
Cool.
Now let's see here. Henderson, it seems you're looking. Oh, you're here for a little bit of fun tonight, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always looking for some fun.
I think you're looking for someone. Isn't that right, Henderson?
Yeah.
Henderson, are you looking for Bethany?
He looks surprised and looks over at Harrison.
See, Harrison's got he's been carrying on this briefcase this whole time.
Yeah.
He's got it on his lap. He's got it undone. The snaps. And just kind of peeking in there.
I can see by your face I'm right, aren't I?
You are.
He just puts his hands out to his sides and like motions to the crowd, puffing his chest out, and everybody like claps, and there's a few like hushed whispers of like, how did he know that?
Now, you never met me before this night, did you?
No.
Special Agent Henderson.
I've never met you before.
Now, let's see what Special Agent means, shall we?
And he puts another hand on your forehead.
Now, which agency are you with, Agent Henderson?
And he slaps you again. Let's do it again.
Oh, shit.
4.
4.
Oh, there's some sort of interference. Are you maybe you're some sort of magician or scientist?
I am a magician.
Ah, and the crowd like claps again. I see. You should have told me that when you came up here. It's harder to read you.
Now it's my turn.
Oh,
And he wiggles his fingers. He looks over at Harrison and kind of twitches his mustache a little bit.
You see Harrison's just kind of not paying attention to this act. Well, you know, Mr. Lincoln, my dad was a agency man.
Yes, I have heard that it was in your file. After the good agents died and I realized we'd be working together, I did some research on you.
He was a big fan of you. We've got a life-size oil painting of you in my living room now. My father passed a few years back, you see.
I'm sorry to hear that, son. And Abe reaches and puts a hand on his shoulder. Abe is like 1,000 feet tall, and we put him in the front row.
Yeah.
Like someone behind him has got to be pissed by this.
Yeah,
point,
they're just
right?
looking over his shoulders constantly. Yeah, for sure.
I know that if he could see me working beside you, he'd be proud. It means a lot to me.
Would he be proud of you taking your helicopter backpack there and flying through a group of innocent civilians, risking their lives?
Depends on what the outcome would be, I suppose. The ends justify the means, right?
You're right. Since that tragic accident, since that horrible crime that befell me, I agree with you more and more. You're a wise man, Harrison.
So Cooper kind of wiggles his fingers a little bit, reaches down into his coat, pulls out a flask, takes a swig from it, puts it back, pulls out a blue bottle, kind of like shows it to everybody, uncorks it, takes a swig, corks it back up, puts it back. He says, with this, I have just ingested something that will allow me to use my full potential of my power here.
it smelled like whiskey.
The first one was. And he smiles at the crowd. Now, it's my turn to read your mind. And he starts flipping his wrist around real weird. Like just out and in, out and in. It's making like that weird flappy sound. He just does that a whole bunch of times. And he reaches out and I'm going to cast stun.
If you're in the battle for the Lord and right, keep on the fire in mind. If you win, my brother, surely you must fight. Keep on the fire in mind. There are many dangers that we all must face. If we die fighting, it is no disgrace. A coward in the service, he will find no place. So keep on the fire in mind. Oh, you must fight, be brave against all evil. Never run nor even lag behind.
If you would win for God and the right, just keep on the firing line.
Well, the boys have done it again. We'll be back next Monday with another Harrison and Cooper episode. You can find Nick Robertson, who played Abraham Lincoln, on Twitter at Alias58. Thank you so much for Nick coming on and playing one of my favorite characters we've had. You can find him on his 2 actual play podcasts. Number 1, Tabletop Squadron at tabletopsquadron.com, which is a Star Wars Edge of the Empire actual play. His other show is A Night of Shreds and Patches, which is a Genesis diesel punk road trip actual play. I listen to both shows. I'm current on A Night of Shreds and Patches. You can go find A Night of Shredded Patches at akosap.com. You can find me on Twitter at Marshall Caleb. You can find Alex Horrell at Alex Horrell on Twitter. He, of course, played Agent John Harrison. And then Dietrich Cooper was played by Cameron Reed, and you can find him on Twitter at CJReed211. Thank you to the winner of our NPC contest, Nuked Historian. Nukes, thank you so much. You can find her on Twitter at Nuked Historian. And if you want to check out her art, including some art of Dr. Trelawney Huxley, you can go to deviantart.com/historian of nukes. Thanks again for participating, giving us Trelawney Huxley for the day. I hope the voice was good enough for you, Nukes. Be what it be.
You would win for God and the right, just keep on the firing line. Oh, you must fight, be brave against all evil, never run nor even lag behind. If you would win for God and the right, just keep on the firing line.